Get that slump.
Secret ingredient is coffee.
Can you imagine though? Like your cereal would like just stick together. It'd be so nasty.
My mother watches these, so like she's gonna hear that.
Would you? Oh, I mean, it's up to Bruce if this makes it in or not.
Doing Bruce, it'll be the first thing.
It'll be the first thing. It is gonna be the first thing.
Welcome to Dialog Trees.
I was gonna say if we segue right into Dialog Trees and make the actual intro right after the cum cereal bit, he has to put it in.
Sorry, Mom.
Welcome to Dialog Trees, where we
Disappoint Aaron's mother.
Disappoint all of our mothers.
I have a hankering for some Raisin Bran at 9 o'clock at night.
Hell yeah, man! Speak your truth.
Truth to power. So yeah, like we were literally just saying, kind of seems like we haven't actually done a
Regular episode.
Real episode.
full-on, regular discussion, full on, like talk things through with some nuance in a while. So, are we gonna actually get a little serious this time?
No.
As serious as we can get.
So our shitty game jam topic is going to be. No, I've got something to say. I've got notes. I've got a hankering to speak. I've got some things to say to the gaming industry. So that's.
I've got some things I want to hear.
Oh, God! My stomach just crawled up inside of itself at that statement. All of a sudden, I just want to kill myself. Like, oh fuck! I'm hanging out with these pretentious dicks.
I was gonna.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Thanks.
No, it's okay, man. No. You just have to own the fact that you're a pretentious dick and that you look like one too.
I do look like a penis.
Yes, you got the perfect arc.
Yeah.
Okay, you're living your best life out here.
Okay. So if you'll all cool with it, I wanted to kind of jump into things right away.
Yeah. Let's take a dive.
I wanted to give a shout out to Square Enix for a number of things. Number one, thank you, Square. Thank you. I have been waiting for years for a Battle Royale Final Fantasy VII
I forgot about
mobile
that.
game. Thank you.
Oh,
Have you
Bruce
not
doesn't
heard
know.
about this? Oh my god.
When they announced the upgraded version of Final Fantasy VII for the PS5 and the Yuffie DLC,
Yeah.
they announced a compilation.
Is a DLC?
Yeah.
She has her own like segment. Like she gets her own story.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
she did in the base game, but why the fuck is she DLC? People know she's in the goddamn game.
Because it's different. It's like a prequel.
Yeah, it's Yuffie during the part of the game that she's not actually present for, because the remake is only the Midgar stuff, so it's getting a chance
So when
to have
she's like there, so it's Yuffie is a thief of materia simulator 2023.
Apparently.
No, she's attacking Midgar.
Yeah, it looks and sounds awful, as you'd expect. But the more exciting thing is that they released a prequel spin-off of Final Fantasy VII.
Final
In which-
Fantasy VII First Soldier.
Yeah. No, it's pre-Crisis Core even. Finally, we will get to dig into the lore like never before, because now you are playing a soldier that is going to be dropped into a Battle Royale version of Midgar's slums. It looks kind of dope.
It actually looks good. That's the sad thing.
It's kind of dope.
But why?
Why not?
Oh my god!
It has everything it needs for Battle Royale. You have guns. You have spiky-haired anime protagonists.
You drop down into a location.
You have no standards.
It's on mobile.
Yeah,
Right.
we're
On
everything's-
mobile?
Yeah.
It's on mobile.
But the
That's
other
even
Made for the Chinese market.
the other cool
That is
game they
that-
made is it's a compilation of all of the Final Fantasy VII compilation in one package. It's a game, I think. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. Yeah,
What do you mean it's a compilation of all the compilations?
like
it's the compilation squared.
like Crisis
Is it a
Core
Kingdom
before
Hearts?
Crisis, Advent Children, Dirge of Cerberus. All of that is one package on mobile.
Dirge of Cerberus remake / remaster, I would like that game. Story was atrocious, made no sense.
It was fun to play.
Like, that game was fun, and maybe it's because I was like 10 years old and don't know. Like,
I think
didn't know quality, but
yeah, I think the 10-year-old thing might help out with that because, man, I don't know, just Dirge of Cerberus. It's just one of those spin-offs where it's like, this is such a niche thing. You got to be like deep down the fan rabbit hole before you get
everybody's
who
favorite
are
was Vincent.
rare.
It was a no-brainer.
I don't know if enough people played the game to get to the point where they met Vincent.
I did. I still
Played
own my
7?
copy.
Yeah. Well, like I feel like most people. I feel like most people enjoyed the remake because that was the part of the game that they remember, and then everything after Midgar is a blur.
I still haven't played the remake.
Midgar was the best portion.
Yeah. Bruce, that's not even the best part. There is now a demake of the remake being released.
Is it on Switch?
I don't think so. I think it's a PlayStation release. Let me double check because I can't be sure on this. But this is a version of Final Fantasy VII Remake done in the original's art style.
That's kind of fucking amazing.
Yeah, right.
Actually, hang on. I'm gonna share a meme with you guys. It's an actual thing, but like
there was after 15 came out, they redid it in like a chibi art style, so like any platform could run it.
Yeah, this is the pocket.
15.
This is the pocket edition of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
hang on.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing like what they did with fucking 15.
He's sending a meme.
Yeah, hang on. Oh no, what I just said was for like Final Fantasy VII. Pipers.
Okay, yeah. So
your picture just disappeared. I do not see you.
Nope, I have a picture on mine. It's fine.
Well, for
I
me,
also
you
cannot see
are black.
whatever. We're ostensibly a podcast. No, he's just gone. So Aaron, what you were talking about is the compilation that actually is the demake of the remake. It's called Ever Crisis. It will include every single bit of Final Fantasy VII done in the same art style.
Click on the actual link just so you see all the images if you're not on a PC. Because it's fucking fantastic.
Where did you send it?
In the call that we're in.
Games and Dreams?
No, in the call that we're in. I can also.
Why are there so many Barretts? Why is everything Barretts?
What?
Why?
You have a problem with this?
Yeah, I'm gonna fade it in.
Oh, wait.
I edit the video.
Scroll through the comments too, because they showed how they reimagine Kate Sith, and it's fucking hilarious. It should be like 2 down.
Hang on, dear listeners, while your podcast hosts.
It's Barrett, but it's Cloud's hair.
Oh God.
Yeah, and then the one right beneath that is Kate Sith.
Jesus Christ.
Time for my Final Fantasy VII playthrough with that mod.
Wait. So Brayden, Brayden was saying thank you Square, and then we went on a really big fucking tangent.
Yeah, that's fine.
Into the sky.
No, I've got one more tangent to go on, and that's the image that I just sent on the Discord chat. Don't worry too much about it. Apparently it's Viggo Mortensen and Carl Urban just going to buy Gundam in 2003.
I actually had to download this to look at it. It says I can't open the
sorry.
file. I can't see it.
Oh.
I'm
Wait.
downloading it.
I downloaded it. It won't let me open it.
I can't open the file, Brayden.
Okay, maybe I'm just trying to destroy your computers. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what I wanted to actually thank Square on is I have been going hard onto 2 demos that they released. Number one, Final Fantasy XIV, a game that has literally taken up most of the past month of my playtime, and I've still barely gotten into the first expansion. It is a ridiculous amount of playtime for getting the story done. It's good. I'm having a great time. It's like watching my favorite anime in like a long form format.
You mean watching an anime?
Yeah, exactly. I just sit down to play some Final Fantasy XIV. I kind of zone out on the couch, just watch the cutscenes, follow the characters. It's a good time. The game allows you to do this for free up until the point that I've reached. So I've got a good month of playtime that I was able to get completely free because their free trial now extends all the way from level 1 to 60, which again is like
you can get all the way to Shadowbringers, right?
Yep.
You can get all the way to the end of Heaven's Ward. So the last 2 expansions you need to pay for, as well as all the jobs and the content that they specifically introduce. But you could play all of the stuff that was introduced in the game from like 2014 to 17 for free, which is pretty fucking sick. And I've been enjoying that. I think it's been a great game to jump into because of all these different reasons. And then I recently got a demo for Dragon Quest XI, also by Square, for the Switch. And this is the definitive edition. This comes with all these new bells and whistles to make Dragon Quest more fun. Again, the demo consists of not just like the first area of the game. It consists of like the first 10 hours of the game, and you could just play it for free. So these 2 demo products have given me more enjoyment than a lot of the games that I bought for $60 at retail. And these are products that I intend to purchase. So the thing that I want to thank Square for is for creating a demo product that not only succeeds at what it wants to do, that is getting me to buy the actual game, but for doing so in a way that like I'm actually clapping them on the back for giving me so much free shit to play around with. Demos are unique to the gaming industry. You can still get like trial software, you can get trial experiments with other products, but what?
We should have ended the podcast
to release 1 chapter of the Winds of Winter every few years to keep you on the hook.
Yes. But games are really the only product where the idea of getting a significant portion of it for free, getting hours of time for free, is considered a standard practice because of the length of these things. Because of the nature of the software, you really need to try it out yourself to know what you're getting into. And I noticed a dip in video game demos stretching from about like I'd say 2010 to like a couple years ago, where demos just stopped existing. And I remember distinctly the last demo that I really got excited for was stuff that came on the Xbox 360 at launch that you could just download, play for a bit, have a good time with. And then it seemed like they just skipped out a generation. Not to say that game demos weren't still coming out, but they stopped being as like prominent. And now I've noticed them starting to come back again. And I think a good demo is an art in and of itself. If you can convince somebody of the fun that your game is going to offer them within 10 minutes, that's a great job. If you can do that within the span of an hour, still, good job. If you can give me 10 or more hours of your game and get me so hooked that not only do I want to buy the full product, I need to because I'm already invested, I want to see where the story is going, that I think is a genius move. Obviously doesn't work for every title. I don't think it could work for something that isn't the huge, humongous hours spanning JRPGs that I'm playing right now. But I think it's a good hallmark for like where the industry is doing a good job of selling itself, especially like in an age where consumers are feeling more targeted and more at risk than ever before. So I wanted to throw out first the comments out to you guys and like, what do you remember of video game demos? What's the best demo you ever played? Or by contrast, what's the shittiest one you've ever played? Like,
wait.
What?
But before that, You're essentially thanking Square for like being your drug dealer and handing you some heroin for free, and you get super addicted. You're like, man, this is great. I need more, and then you drop money on the full thing.
Yes, because I want more people to give me heroin samples.
Drug dealers give out free trials.
I also
Exactly.
want more people to give me heroin samples for free.
Exactly. Thank you for setting the way for my heroin dealers. You guys are really changing the industry. No, I'm obviously not thanking Square as a publishing company. I'm thanking Square in the anomalous sort of way that we thank brands for setting a good example in the grand scheme of things. Also, like I'll kiss Yoshi P right on his big stupid face because I like his shit. He does good shit. Thank you, Yoshi P.
So I'm not a big fan of demos personally. Like, you know, as a kid, I had a PlayStation 1, rocked all the demo discs I could. Because,
those demo discs were fantastic.
Yeah, as a 5-year-old kid, your attention span is like 30 seconds. So a fucking demo disc was perfect, man. All you needed. And I don't know if I've really played a demo since. And part of the reason is because I don't like starting games. Like, after I've gotten through a game's tutorial, I never want to play the tutorial again. And that's what stopped me for years from ever playing a game again, is because I was like, fuck this. Like, tutorials suck. And, like, that's why I like the Souls games. It's because it's like, there's not really a tutorial, you know? Like, you go, just kill a silent
Tutorials writing on the ground.
Yeah. And... like, that was always...
The tutorial is the tutorial of the Bell Gargoyles. Excuse you.
Everything before the boss is the tutorial.
The real tutorials, Ornstein and Smoke.
Yeah, the real tutorial ends after Blighttown, baby.
But, like, I hardly played Zeldas again as a kid because I hated having to restart, do all the bullshit first 3 hours of, like, here's how you Z target. Here's your sword. It's like, bruh, like, just let me do some backflips and play the game on 3 hearts without getting hit. Like,
Breath of the Wild is right up your alley.
yeah. Did I ever tell you about the guys how I beat Ocarina of Time 3D in one weekend without dying?
Nope. I mean, probably, but say it anyways.
And then I have a Master Quest file on that is stuck on Ganon, like final Ganon, because I have 3 hearts on Master Quest. Anyway, I love Zelda. I never played.
You get rid of that tattoo in a couple days.
Oh yeah, shit! You have 23 days.
Yeah. But the demos is because I had to restart after. But I've seen with modern demos, they make it in a way that, like, your save just, if you buy the game, your save just keeps going. So instead of it being like, here's this self-contained demo that you're gonna play and then you're never gonna touch again, it's like, oh well, you already put 10 hours into the game, so we'll just give you the rest of the game now. It's like they only unlock the first couple areas and then you just pay the full price and it just unlocks the rest of it. I think that's way better. And maybe I'd start playing demos again. Like, I know Age of Calamity.
Dragon Quest does it too.
Yeah, like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity apparently had a really great, like, free demo. That's super cool. The other thing is, like, I consider open betas to be a pseudo demo because they're not there forever. It's only a limited time thing. But, like, Guilty Gear Strive last month had an open beta, and that game comes out April 6th, and, like, apparently it was just an open beta for everybody. They had some network problems, so then they just extended the open beta for more people because how hard it was for people to get on. That's super cool. Like, I think that's a good way because people who play Guilty Gear, you know, are the people who are going to buy Strive. There's people like me who want to get back into Guilty Gear and 2D fighters, and I kind of wish I had gotten the beta.
But, like, how many times do we see betas now coming out without some sort of price tag involved?
Pre-order the game Ultimate Edition. Get the beta for 2 days.
Yeah, I think that stuff sucks, but like just an open, like that's why I specifically said like the caveat of an open beta, because holding a trial of your game behind a paywall, kind of shitty.
Yeah, I mean that brings up the question of like, if early access can be considered demos of the game, or
I think the demo has to be free.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think like the pseudo demo kind of applies to most betas, but again, I can't think of a lot of betas in recent memory that weren't locked behind already having bought the game of some kind.
Yeah.
Like a demo's specific purpose is to hook people in that weren't going to touch the game otherwise without getting a product in their hand right now into doing it. Whereas like the Fallout 76 beta is the one that I'm looking back on and just shaking my head on, of like, that was something that the fans signed down to play. We wanted to do this as soon as possible so we could play the shitty version of this already shitty game.
What a train wreck.
Yeah. Aaron, have you got any good demo stories, or conversely, horrible demos?
I think I mostly played good demos. I know Bruce said he didn't like this, but I am liking the recent trend of self-contained demos. So, like, Resident Evil's been doing that a lot lately, where they just kind of have their own thing.
Yeah, like a side story or something that you play that's, like, in addition to the main plot.
I'd like to clarify. The Resident Evil 7 demo, super well done. Self-contained in the sense of, like, it's a prequel to the game. I don't like a demo where it's like, here's literally the first hour of a game,
and when you buy it,
you have to do it, and then when you buy the game, you literally just do that again. I don't want to do the boring shit again. I want you to, if I'm doing a demo, I want you to throw me in like something that I'm fully powered up. I get to experience the game as it is, like minus the grind at the beginning, but that doesn't spoil the story for me. So what Aaron just said, perfect demo.
Or even PT, that was like the most perfect demo ever for a game that's never coming out.
The demo that we have not talked about and never not stopped talked about. Not what am I trying to say? The demo that we had. It's been a long day, man. I've been talking for hours on end.
The demo.
The demo.
It's the only thing on my PS4 that I didn't delete from Aaron when he gave me the PS4.
Yeah, I would have been pissed if you deleted that.
Everything but PT.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. If I ever want to sell this, it's got PT, man. That's like
go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Oh, man. Just like hold up the PlayStation, run through the streets. It's got PT! People running after you.
The PlayStation 3 has Scott Pilgrim, too.
Oh, very nice.
Bundle them together.
Hey, you guys remember when we all sat down and were so excited to play Scott Pilgrim together?
I don't want to talk about those dark days.
That was like a month ago.
As soon as we can have indoor gatherings again, I'm picking you up, Brayden. We're going to Aaron's. We're kicking the door in with our Switches, and we're streaming some Scott Pilgrim.
Nice. Okay. I would like that a lot. So I think like another demo that comes to mind that I quite enjoyed was this is very specific to me just because I was kind of so-so on the game, but Blasphemous, especially in the crowded genre like what Blasphemous was getting into, which is the 2D Metroidvania, because holy shit have there been a lot of those in like the span of like 4 years. Blasphemous comes out, I watch a few people play it. It looks interesting. I can't tell whether or not I'd actually enjoy it because that market is so saturated that I could just pick up anything and like conceivably could get a similar experience. It really took me getting a chance to actually grab the demo and play it that I figured out, oh, hey, this actually specifically is pretty fun for me. And what I liked about the demo there is that it actually remixed the content of the game. Like, it wasn't just the first level. They spliced around the layout of the map and like threw in a boss early than when you're supposed to meet it. So it was its self-contained thing and you had to play it over again. But the demo was like tailor-made to give you a full vertical slice of everything that the game had to offer in those for opening hours, crammed into the span of like an hour, which I thought was really good. And again, because of the genre being so crowded, it really needed me to actually play it before I figured out, okay, yeah, I want to go through with this.
That's fair. And I mean, like, there you go. That's a good demo. It did what it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've just never really been a big fan of demos. I do think they have their place. I absolutely think that when a demo is done well, that demo can literally be the hype train that carries you until launch. And like PT and Resident Evil 7, if Village gets a demo,
it already did.
I'm sure. Did it?
Yeah. It's been out for a while.
Does it got Big Mommy?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Nice. But yeah, I don't know. I've just never been a demo person. I would rather go to reviews personally. But I'm also like, it's unlike you two, like it's hard for me to just like pick up and play a game. Like, I don't take a lot of chances with games. You know, I will here and there if it's on sale and very cheap. I'll be like, oh, it's $1? Okay, let's do it. But otherwise, like, I'm gonna go search up some reviews. If it's a Souls-like, I'm gonna go see if Iron Pineapple talked about it.
That's how you get the S certified, like, this is the professional speaking.
Yeah, dude. Come on, we've all watched those Iron Pineapple videos. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yep. He'll be making them until the end of time, because it's
as
that
long as
big a
people
genre.
are making Souls-like, and he will be making videos on Souls-likes.
I think my actual favorite... Shut the fuck up, Brayden.
Oh my god!
It happened! I feel accepted.
I had to change it up. It just sounded like you were gonna change topics. It sounded like you were changing topics. I'm like, no, I want to get this in.
Please.
I think my actual favorite demo is one of the Final Fantasy 15 ones. I think it was the one that came with Type 0. It was set in the like second area, the one where you fight Behemoth. And that was the actual quest of the demo, was you fighting Behemoth. But here's the thing. That demo fighting Behemoth was better than the actual main game. Like, it was like actually this whole like cinematic fight, and like you guys getting fucked up and like being brothers and like standing tall and like beating it. And it was so cool. I'm like, holy fuck, this is dope. I can't wait for the whole game to be like this. And the whole game wasn't like that.
I mean, the fight's there. It just... There's so much bullshit.
I did that fight, and I'm like, this isn't anything like that demo. What?
Yeah.
And
like,
yeah, that
you would think that there's going to be some big stakes here, or there's going to be some, you know, like end of the world shit. Nah, you just go on a camping road trip with the villain, and you know, just take selfies and
hanging out with my homies,
hanging out with the bros.
When you said second area, I was like, oh, the desert. That you start in.
Nope.
Yeah.
And then which one's Behemoth? Because I just keep picturing the Titan fight,
That's the
which
big,
I've never done.
It's the big like dog-looking one with the horns.
Ifrit?
No, it's actually on all fours. I'll get you a picture.
In 15?
That's fine.
Yeah, in 15.
Yeah, I've seen clips of the cinematic Titan fight, and that's the only one I know. I don't know what the fuck 15's about, dude. Like, all I know is
people who made 15 didn't know what it was about until it was released.
All I know, I have a save file. I'm
I posted a picture.
35, and I'm on like chapter 2.
Nice. I have my entry for the shittiest demo. Not because the contents of it were bad, because it was just a very poor way in terms of like the overall scope of a demo to get me to buy that game. Dragon Age 2's demo coming out about a month before the game itself. Picture me excited as all hell. I've got my 360. I'm staying up late after junior high, and I'm like, oh man, the demo comes out today. I'm gonna install it during the night and then wake up as soon as it's done. So it's gonna be done at like 5 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. before school to play this. The demo wasn't bad. The problem was that it was a demo for Dragon Age 2. And Dragon Age 2 looked like a potato when it came out of the oven. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, is this it? No, it's it. Okay, cool. You get to play the first hour of the game, and then it skips forward and shows you a random side quest in the first act.
Ooh.
And the amount of bad vibes contained within that demo is insane. You start playing it and, like, you know, you want to put your best foot forward. So you're wondering, like, is their best foot forward consisting of kind of hokey voice acting and bad writing and, like, really wonky animations? Is this the best the game has to offer? And then, like, you just go through it, and it's such a blah time. And it's like, it's over, and now you have to redo the first hour of the game when you actually get the thing in your hands.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. And it's like, I wouldn't mind it if that first hour was awesome. It's not good.
But did you buy the game?
Yes, he did.
Yes, because I'm a Bioware shill. I had nothing to do with the demo. The demo...
Controversial opinion. I didn't like Dragon Age 1.
Shut the fuck up, Bruce. Your opinion is shit.
That's not controversial. I mean,
That's just a shit opinion.
Well, no, let's go through
I
why
didn't
Bruce
understand
didn't
what
like...
a Western RPG was.
Let's go through why Bruce didn't like Dragon Age Origins, alright? Number 1. Fucking... It's not Souls? What the hell? It's not Dark Souls?
I had never played Souls yet. I haven't played Souls.
I hit a button and they attack for me while I just watch them continue to do that attack? What the fuck is this shit?
Why doesn't my guy talk? Like, I'm hitting buttons, but I'm not hearing anything.
I was so confused. I knew it was an RPG, and the only RPGs I had ever played were Final Fantasy. Give me a break, man.
No, it's totally cool.
All I played was JRPGs at that point in my life.
Why can't I use Fire Aga?
I'm not dissing you for not liking Dragon Age. I'm just saying it's predictable that you wouldn't like it. It checks off all of your boxes of games you won't play.
Which is weird, because, like, I'm loving Divinity 2.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm going to get Baldur's Gate 3 when Baldur's Gate 3 is actually a thing for realsies.
It's good. I mean, the actual early access title right now is released is decent. It's a good vertical slice of the content, and when it works, it's nice, and when it doesn't work, it's still entertaining. But it's all over. It's all neither here nor there. Anyway, that's my entry for worst demo. Not because necessarily the demo itself was bad, but because it gave me such bad vibes in anticipation of a game I was really excited for.
Oh wait, shit. Actually, I remember my actual most favorite one. Arkham Asylum. I played that demo over and over.
What was the demo of Arkham Asylum?
It was kind of the beginning. It started off very first area where you fight the people in the holding block, and there's the one Riddler trophy, and then you do the one Predator, and you take down Zaz.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Batman
that seems pretty good.
Classic comic book.
God damn it.
Hell yeah.
But just doing that Predator section just over and over, how can I do this differently? And it's actually a really shitty area. It's so early in the game. There's not much you can do. But it's just fun being Batman.
I mean, Arkham Asylum blew all of our minds back
when
that came out.
That showed that superhero games could actually be good. That Batman games could be good.
Shout out to our first episode of All New Superman 64.
Yes, so that was my broad topic on demos. I think if I may sum up our points, don't make a demo that doesn't allow you to carry over progress into the main game. Don't make a demo of the shitty parts of your game and then sell that to people a month out because you're just going to get people worried. And if you're going to build a demo that isn't going to carry over, make it like a nice little like side thing.
And if your game is
Like a
bad,
small
just don't release a demo.
Just don't release it. just like walk up in front of an audience, like, yeah, just be like, hey guys, I know you're really excited. I know you had pre-orders, but this is garbage, and we're not releasing it. Just, it's not happening.
I would respect that honesty.
Yeah.
I would have
It's
bought
like,
Fallout 76 if they told me it was trash.
How much more could they have informed you that it was going to be trash? I think the warning signs were clear from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like, not only is it going to be released within the year, it's going to be an online survival game. What's that? You like Fallout games for the roleplay stuff? Oh.
Well, we set this at the very beginning, and you're like the first one out, so there's no one to talk to. Have fun.
Yeah, so, really, it's just a problem with it's not a problem with us making the game like this. It's just, that's the setting, you know?
Just roleplay, you nerd. Come on.
Why did you make the setting like that? Well,
I hate when people use that excuse. Well, it just fits the setting. Like, it has to be this way.
Like, you made the game.
Stephen King. I'm Stephen King, and these kids had to have a child orgy because that's the only way they remember their bond when they left the town and got older.
Oh, fuck.
Like Stephen King.
Yeah. Oh, man, like, people coming up with all the fucking excuses justifying it as, like, in setting or canon. It's like, bro, this didn't just appear. Writers came up with it. Oh, man. Anyway, that's us ranting about demos for a while. Aaron, you also had a topic that you wanted to bring up
I want to
today.
hear Aaron's, because when Aaron told me his topic today, like when he sent that to the chat, I started typing a big fuck you and then deleted it so I could say it live.
Where are you gonna?
Oh, so we got some Dialog Trees drama about to go on.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I know what he's gonna do. So I just wanted to talk about games that should have another game in the series, but like of a different genre.
Spin-offs we'd want.
Yeah.
Like Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah, like Dirge of Cerberus.
The spin-offs we'd want.
Like Final Fantasy VII First Soldier.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to know what it was like to be a soldier in the world of Final Fantasy VII and scream at my phone as hackers from a country away steal my loot boxes.
You can say China.
No.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Yeah. No, that was actually like a good different kind of genre. And I wish more games had a card-based attack system.
I have no idea what Kingdom Hearts actually plays like. I have no idea what genre they're
RPG.
Is it?
You press X a lot.
Because I
press X a lot.
watched you play it, Bruce. It did not seem very action RPG. It just seemed like you sat back and went a butt for a cutscene to play out in combat. You pressed it, and then just watched the animation, and then just pressed it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the action.
Yeah.
The RPG is when you level up.
Honestly, when people were like, "Oh my god, like Kingdom Hearts 3 is the hardest of the main series," I'm like, okay.
Who said that? Legit, who said that? That was the easiest fucking thing. With the amount of shit they put in there.
I think maybe it was like
brain dead.
I think maybe it was like when they added the extra difficulty setting with like the Remind DLC.
Oh, maybe after that, but yeah, playing on Proud Mode, like between attractions, Keyblade transformations, Keyblade finishers, I literally did not die until like the very end. And then I had a friend be like, "Well, it's only so easy because you used attractions. You used all these different things. Like the game gave it to me. I'm not gonna not use them."
Yeah. Everything about the game system tells you to press this button.
It's like Bruce being like, "Well, you used Estus Flask, you fucking loser. You're making the game way too easy."
I'm canonically the guy who says, "No, you need to do this to play the game like hard and proper."
Actually,
No, I'm gonna use the fucking attraction rides because like they build that as like the whole way their combat system was supposed to be.
Literally everything about the combat system is pointing for you to use these at a certain time.
Oh yeah,
Also,
but it's like
the
press
only way to get
triangle.
Disney in your game.
Can I go on a slight side tangent? Because I had a dream about Bruce last night, and it's actually really funny because it's like Bruce being Bruce. Like this dream,
yes.
like if Brayden, if I just told you this, you would believe it actually happened.
The Aaron dreaming hour. And then we can get back to your point, Aaron.
So in my dream, Bruce invited me to like go to this I don't know, it was like a store like Warp or any sort of comic book store, but they were like having a D&D event, and you paid money and you get to sit around and play D&D with a bunch of people you don't know. I was like, okay, that's cool. And in my dream, this isn't relevant, but I just want to tell it anyways. I was driving, and like this building, you had to like go up an elevator, but your car goes in the elevator, but you still had to like lean out and press the buttons. I'm like, how the fuck do you do this? This makes no sense.
Can you imagine being that asshole that's like, oh, hold the elevator.
So I get there, and I pay my money, and I go, and everyone's like sitting around a circle, and they had already started. I was a little late, and I sit down, and the DM makes me introduce myself, and I introduce my character and used an accent. Bruce's like, your character doesn't have a fucking accent? What the fuck are you doing that for? And then just like went to shit on me for like 5 minutes. And everyone's like, dude, calm down. Like, no, he's using your fucking accent. You didn't have an accent last time. And then everyone hated Bruce and didn't want to play with him anymore.
Situation that you, with your sleeping unconscious mind and its boundless imagination, decide to conjure for yourself. It's just Bruce being pedantic at a D&D game.
Yeah.
Dude, I think we've known each other for too long.
You're saying that because you know that's exactly what you would do. And that's why I said if I told Brayden this, you'd be like, yeah, that actually happened.
Oh, absolutely. Like, Brayden's DM'd me enough times.
Until the car elevator part. He just excluded Raptor from the story. I'd be totally on board.
Aaron, that's not a dream. That's called a memory.
It probably actually happened. It wouldn't surprise me. Just some deep regressed memories that came up in my dreams. So yeah, that was Aaron's dream hour.
Everybody hated him, and everybody thought that Bruce sucked, and that was the dream. Anyway, that's reality.
Hey, I can't help that that's how he plays D&D.
I'm sorry, but if you're inviting me to play D&D in a campaign, and the first thing that all the other player characters say to me is racist, I'm going to tell them all that they're racist.
Wait, what?
And if they're going to be racist, of course I'm not going to want to be friends with them in the party.
I never zoomed in on Bruce's picture that he used for his character, so I thought it was a blue jay. So I'm like, hey, this like random blue jay bird shows up. And everyone went with that. They called him a bird.
Arakoka, and he thought I was just a bird. And I was like, no, I'm a bird person.
To be honest, I would roll with it. I'd be like, yep, no, it's just...
No, I thought Bruce is like making a really fucking hilarious character, like a blue jay that like fucks up people. I'm like, that's fucking fantastic. I'm like, Bruce, you're a god. It wasn't that.
And then they're like, you're a bird and you're a bard, so you should sing us a song. I was like, I don't sing, I play the drums. They're like, but you're a bird, so you have to sing. And I'm like, that's racist.
I'm a bird, alright? I'm not a songbird, okay?
They wanted to kill off
Bruce. So I was like, fuck you guys.
Oh my god.
I wasn't gonna be friends with a party who was racist.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Jesus Christ.
Good times.
So, right. Games in a different genre in the same series.
Yeah. What were you gonna shit talk me for before that you were typing out?
Well, what was your example of a game you'd like in a different genre. In the
Mortal
same
Kombat
series.
action adventure, as in that one Mortal Kombat spin-off starring.
Yeah, Sub-Zero Legends.
Okay, that was a
Yeah.
PS1 one. I want an actual game with all the characters. I knew that's exactly
I'm
where you were
sorry,
gonna
but
go.
The game that you wanted and you just said you were specifically looking for isn't good enough for you.
No,
Maybe it wasn't a great idea in the first place.
no,
Oh,
it is
the
a
game
great idea.
absolutely Shit.
Yeah. I'll throw out mine. It's already been done. I want more of it. Gwent in The Witcher got its own strategy card game, Thronebreaker. It was actually pretty dope. I enjoyed it.
Hey, that's fine. It's okay taking a card game and making a full game, making people pay for it.
Well, it was like my example of like they totally like threw out all of their work with The Witcher and were like, let's just do like a game built entirely around this goddamn mini game. Like, let's just do Gwent and you use it for everything. And like, it was decent. It was like definitely a spin-off in name only. You could not find any connective tissue between it and the Witcher franchise. But as far as like gameplay experiments that worked, I thought it was decent.
That's fine.
I think, like, as a kid, I fucking loved Dynasty Warriors. I think it's pretty rad that, like, Hyrule Warriors is a thing. I do want to get Age of Calamity, just because, like, I'm happy to see Nintendo dive into the lore of Zelda instead of wiping it clean and pretending it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But the real one that I want, and I whisper sweet prayers to Hidetaka Miyazaki every night before I fall asleep, and that's Bloodborne Kart.
God damn it. I think, let's see. If I was to do it.
Wait, what about Uncarded? Everyone thought that was gonna be a thing.
That's just them at the Olympic Games, and Mario and Sonic did that already.
Imagine like PlayStation All-Stars 2 gets announced tomorrow, and it's a kart racer with PlayStation exclusive.
I would buy it. I would buy it.
Honestly, yeah, I'd
absolutely
buy it.
Kratos in a fucking cart.
No.
Aloy riding a Strider.
Kratos and Atreus, and they've got like a double dash thing going on. So like, Kratos is zipping by.
I just
like,
Chris Pratted.
Yeah.
You blew my mind.
And you just have like a cart coming up behind you, and Kratos just goes, boy, and Atreus goes and shoots the other person with an arrow.
Remember when we said we weren't going to do shitty game jam, and this kind of just turned into shitty game jam?
PlayStation All-Stars 2 uncarded. Make it happen.
Sony, just
make it happen.
take our fucking idea. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like 100%, we don't care.
Shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I
Put
like
us
this.
in the credits or something.
Yes, please. I like this one
Make us
spin-off.
unlockable characters.
I don't like where it is now. I liked it when it came out and played it for a fair number of hours. I don't know if you guys know of like the Warcraft series, like this real-time strategy thing. Anyway, they did like a weird like online version of it.
Are you
back
talking
in, like,
about Warcraft 3 Reforged?
No. This was before Warcraft 3 Reforged. It's like you play one guy instead of do like a whole army and go and bop around Azeroth and stuff. It's like, it's cool. I don't know. I just wasted.
I'm only a StarCraft fan.
Shut the fuck up.
I want a StarCraft Minecraft crafting game. You play Protoss and you just drop in resources.
Yeah.
In actuality, I feel like there's so many more examples though where the spin-off doesn't work because of whatever reason. Like
Cerberus.
Shut the fuck up. I enjoy Surge's Cerberus.
So when I say it's good, I get shit on by Brayden. When I say it's bad, I get shit on by Aaron.
Yeah.
just shit on. That's
So winning.
It's a game.
It's a game.
Yeah.
It is,
You know what? Yeah.
it's a game.
It exists.
I feel like, for example, Fallout, before Bethesda ever got its hands on the franchise, it had two spin-offs. One was called Brotherhood of Steel, that was released on the Xbox, and everybody hated it. And one was released on the PC called Tactics, and everybody thought it was okay. But, like, they were both examples of taking the core franchise and, like, trying to spin it off into radically different directions. But what you find is sometimes when you do that, you either have the original studio handle it, and they show their inexperience with this type of game, or you give it to a different studio and you just realize you don't like what they do with your property. Because that was something that happened with the Fallout franchise. They gave it out to these other developers, and then they just hated what the other developers had to do with the license. They're like, oh, no, these additions to lore, these are all stupid and don't make sense. Retconned out of existence.
Now that you say that, like, something I'm thinking of was a pretty big, like, back in the early 2000s was, like, this was the game, and that was StarCraft Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost. You specifically played as Terra. I believe it was Terra, right?
Nova?
Nova, thank you. Yeah, you played as Nova, and it was billed as StarCraft, but with essentially like Splinter Cell meets StarCraft, with a little bit of like run and gun at parts. And the game never came out. It was showcased at a couple E3s. It was a huge thing, and it never came out. And then in 2020, in the summer, somebody released hacked the demo because they had an unreleased demo. They hacked it and got it to run, and you can kind of see like how unpolished it was and how it doesn't quite cohesively fit together.
Mm-hmm.
But like that, taking StarCraft RTS and then making like a methodical, tactical stealth shooter about it, like, would have been cool.
Yeah. And like I don't know, it seems like there's so many more examples where it doesn't go right, or the project just gets canceled for whatever reason.
And region.
Yeah. I mean, I think Mass Effect was supposed to have like a dedicated multiplayer game that was the prototype for stuff that happened in Mass Effect 3. Like, I remember that being like around in the news as far as like, you know, why there was a studio working on a multiplayer component for a Mass Effect game. Well, originally they were working on a whole team shooter for the Mass Effect franchise, and then they just ended up folding it into the mainline series.
Like what I think is interesting, in the news recently, Valve is stopping development of
Artifact.
Their Artifact, thank you. Their card game based on Dota. And like, because nobody liked it.
Nope.
Nobody played it.
Nope.
And then also, my tangent is from Dota. Riot, the developer of League of Legends and Valorant, has been and is working on a fighting game featuring the League of Legends characters.
No, it's an RPG.
No, I thought it was a fighting game.
No, it's an RPG.
Is it an action RPG?
I
could've
don't know if
sworn
it's
there was
actually. I
a
think it's
fighting game coming
turn-based.
out.
Maybe they're also doing a fighting game?
I thought there was a fighting game for sure that was on there, because most of where I heard this from was TSM Leffen, and like he was talking about fighting games. maybe I'm wrong. I don't know much about Riot. I don't play Valorant or LoL, but I think it's kind of cool that you can see. I think Riot could do it. Pokken Tournament didn't really take off. I know a lot of people loved that game because it's Pokemon, but like studio like Riot that just embraces esports, I think could make a fighting game work. They're gonna do it with Valorant. I don't care what you say. Valorant is going to be a CS:GO killer. I think they could do it with a fighter.
Okay. Here's what they're working on. They have a League of Legends esports manager. And there's Ruined King, a League of Legends story, which is a tactical role-playing game. And then they have Project L, which is a fighting game, and Project F, which is an action role-playing hack and slash. And an MMORPG.
Somewhere in the midst of all that, they're going to release a campaign setting book for D&D.
Probably.
That makes sense.
Because like that is a new hot topic thing for like crossover promotions. Just like get D&D nerds involved.
I saw the person that made a whole.
I think honestly.
Shut the fuck up, Bruce. No, you know what? You go. I respect what you think.
I was gonna say, like,
Better late than never.
I don't play League of Legends, but I think just the things that Riot really understands how to stay relevant, and their world is pretty cool. Like, they've got like what 10 years of champions, and they've all got like lore and a backstory, and that would be cool to play through a D&D campaign that way. There's nothing at this point that Riot can't and won't do, for better or for worse. Like, they're a goddamn record label now.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I listened to that KDA LP or EP. Some of those tracks fucking slapped, man.
Yeah. No,
I don't like
think
K-pop, but that shit slaps.
I think the important thing is that like they're willing to like find artists and promote them rather than necessarily like, it didn't feel like it was something that they were promoting from the top down. It felt like they were finding, you know, talent that was already out there and then just like bumping that up and giving that a higher visibility.
Someone made a Pokemon 5e, and it's actually really cool, and I want to play it.
Not bad, not bad.
It's not an official thing, but like, you know.
I was gonna say, I'm kind of surprised that Pokemon doesn't actually have one now that you mention it, Brayden.
Right.
Because like, Pokemon is the most profitable franchise of all time.
That doesn't necessarily equate to success in all genres, I imagine.
But they're so profitable because they're in so many genres, and because they mass market their toys and shit. Like, Pokemon, people think Star Wars prints money. Bruh, Pokemon prints money. Yep. All you gotta do is put a fucking Pikachu on it, and you can charge. It's like Supreme. Pikachu is Supreme for weebs. Hot take, and I stick by it.
Yeah, I can see it. Can you imagine if Detective Pikachu just was like a gritty, like noir, R-rated murder mystery, but like the only thing that they kept from the original draft of the film was just Pikachu running around? Like, I think that film would still make a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
I want to live in that world, and I want to live in the parallel world to that, where they cross over with the R-rated Scooby-Doo film that James Gunn originally wrote.
I wish that was actually a thing. That actually sounded cool.
If you just watch the original Scooby-Doo movie and hear me out, just black out during certain parts of it, you'll have the same experience. You can so clearly see the bits where it was supposed to be R-rated raunchy sex comedy, and then they just cut it out for the final draft. Just like in your head, just like get hit with a 2x4 and you'll have those same images be substituted in your head.
There's a fuck ton of stuff they cut out of those, and like the deleted scenes have surfaced, and like these aren't like the original script. These are just deleted scenes that somehow still made it into the final script and then didn't make it into the final cut. And it's like original cut or original idea of Velma was like sexy and also gay.
I could see it.
And like, that's the kind of energy that I want from Velma. Like,
I mean,
everybody's always talking about Daphne, but
bruh, nobody talks about Daphne. Velma is the only character from Scooby-Doo that has ever like been of any popularity amongst the internet generation, and it's mostly because of the looting.
I love Fred, so like you gotta keep Freddie Prinze Jr. though.
Yeah, but nobody wants to fuck Fred is the thing.
Bro, no, you want to be fucked by Fred.
You think he keeps the ascot on?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't think he ever takes it off. I think he'd be offended if you asked.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he just takes off his pants. That's it.
Keeps the whole shit.
Yeah. Daphne bitches about it. He's like, babe, this is my look. This is my signature look. I can't get rid of it.
Babe, I don't got dicks up here. Now let's split up.
That's why they always split up. Is like, oh yeah, guys, we're gonna look for clues over there. So just go on the other section of the abandoned manor.
And then when he's sick of her,
every once in a while they split up and Velma goes with them.
Oh, interesting. They just want to give Shaggy and Scooby like something to do, but they don't actually want to hang out with them. So they're like, just enjoy this creepy ass mansion. We're gonna go get.
We're gonna go fuck.
Dog, man. I feel bad for the guy, but he's also the one who owns the van.
The jokes write themselves. Yeah, this is true. Oh my god, you can see where they.
Canon.
Yeah. Just imagining like rolling up, just like, all right, let's look for some clues. See you later.
This is why Shaggy's high all the time. He's just like so sick of them fucking that he's like, man, I just need to be high to escape this shit.
Cabin in the Woods is the best R-rated Scooby-Doo film. Hot take.
Oh my god. Oh. Man, do you think you're going to be able to watch Cabin in the Woods and enjoy it now that we know some shitty things about Joss Whedon?
Did he direct Cabin in the Woods?
Did he?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Joss Whedon directed Cabin in the Woods.
I don't believe that.
Guys, it has all the telltale signs of a Joss Whedon film.
Abusing female coworkers?
There's a red-headed lady in her underpants.
I need to go watch Cabin in the Woods. Give me a minute.
There's self-referential dialogue. There's making fun of the genre. Every character is snarky.
I guess I could just Google Cabin in the Woods.
Be a little kinder to him.
He hasn't been canceled yet.
I was already sick of Joss Whedon before.
He just did the screenplay.
Oh, I thought he directed it.
No, Drew Goddard.
Well, sorry, Drew.
Looks like Cabin in the Woods is back.
It was produced and written by Joss Whedon.
Oh man, sorry, Drew. My bad.
2K lol.
Tried to ruin Cabin in the Woods for me, you asshat.
I didn't try to. I was just bringing it up.
I've already willingly given up Baby Driver. You can't have Cabin in the Woods.
Don't give up Baby Driver. It's my favorite movie.
I know. It's my favorite movie too. And you know what? It's still going to be my favorite movie, but I'm not going to watch it.
Just can't do it. Just can't see Kevin Spacey's big stupid face on the screen and just be like, you bastard! How dare you take this from me? Yeah. No, that's fair. Well then, this topic about video game spin-offs has been fantastic.
We did the spin-off where we were talking about movies.
Yeah.
We went on so many tangents just for that topic.
Yeah. And you know what?
We spun off from the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
I hate us.
I don't know if my topic can live up to this. I wanted to know if you guys thought that, like, there could ever be another AAA game, like big budget, like everybody's talking and playing it, non-open world, like very linear, very like mission select.
Yeah.
Like GoldenEye.
Absolutely. Stop being alarmist, Bruce. It's gonna be a thing. It's always gonna be a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe this is just me, but like I started playing Neo and I was like, oh, you have to select missions, and I just never played Neo again.
Yeah, but that's on you.
Yeah.
I feel like level-based design is still pretty in. I would point to like Last of Us 2 as being an example. Like people say that game dabbled in open world stuff, but I think at the end of the day, people understood what they were getting. They were getting a very linear, story-focused narrative, and that game sold like hotcakes. Like good shit all around. So if that's one of the biggest games of 2020, and it was what it was, I don't think open world games are going to be the only thing on the market.
Can I rephrase the question?
No.
Sure.
Do you think there's ever going to be a non-free roam open world game, very linear, mission-based, that I enjoy ever again?
No.
Oh, no, you've been spoiled. If the game doesn't let you walk off towards the final boss within 5 minutes of pressing start, it's lost you.
It's because I do Dancer before I go to Vort. Come on.
Yeah. You will not be satisfied until you can be satisfied that you can break the game within minutes of picking it up.
My favorite thing in a game is trying to sequence break.
I did that on Valheim last night. I was fighting a troll and I just kept backing out of a cave and going back in to shoot it with its back turned so I couldn't die.
Sequence break.
Yes, it is.
A sequence break is if like you jump from fighting one boss to like jumping to like the third in the sequence.
Skip the linear progression.
What you were doing is just playing around with the AI, Aaron.
Nah.
That's called cheese.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
Aaron.
You shut the fuck up.
No.
How the turntables.
Let's just all do a podcast like this. Hello, I'm Steven Wright. We're here to talk about video games and shit.
I'm not taking my mic off to do that.
Hey, I'm every metalcore singer. I'm using a mic, but I think it makes me sound better because it looks cool.
Cool.
It does, man. This listening experience.
Can I call Bruce out on his shit now?
You can call Bruce out on this shit.
So I'm like a rapper because I'm gonna be like, yo, spit and drop, yeah.
Bruce, you dislike Neo for its level selection, but like Dark Souls 3, you have to go to the bonfire to select which area you go to, which is like level select.
But it portrays itself differently, so
No.
as long as it doesn't say specifically level select, Bruce will never be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, but now that I told him that, he's gonna realize it next time he plays with me. He's gonna be like, damn it, I don't like this game anymore.
I'm already so fucking angry. Like, god damn it.
I don't know, man. I think that, like, there's a reason why things have been gravitating towards open world design, and it's not just like a trend setting. I think it legitimately just is where gamers' tastes are aligning. Like, it's not necessarily just because those are the biggest games at the moment. It's like those are the biggest games because this generation of hardware has made people want large free spaces to run around in. We want those because it's cool. It's what the hardware can do.
But like, there's shit in every game because there's nothing to do in them. But we all keep asking for them.
I feel like that's not on the gamer. Like, we are playing these shitty things, but we're doing that because we want the open world. And as such, we'll go through hoops to get that open world.
I don't like it.
Like,
I know.
Aaron and I have talked about this, but like, a small, dense world is better than just a big open one. Everybody's going to agree with that. Nobody's going to be like, oh, this map is so big. Cool, now how much shit is there to do in it?
Yeah.
And like, when Breath of the Wild was coming out, people were like, oh, Hyrule's going to be like the size of like 4 Skyrims or something. And then it's like, well, how much shit's there going to be? And joke's on us because there's so much fucking shit in that game.
Yeah. Like, I think that like people obsess over like mileage count in open world maps and talk about its physical size, but like,
and then just fast travel.
The activities within are so important, and like that's why I think something like Rockstar games tend to disappoint me, because the activities within
I'm with you.
Yeah, are very, very.
I've never played a Rockstar game.
If I can sum it up, big open world, stupidly closed in and fenced missions. Like, you're basically just like, you roam the breadth of California to go have an adventure in a parking lot. That's Grand Theft Auto 5.
And even then, if you're doing a mission that goes somewhere else, it's drive in this car and just stare at outside. Yeah. Drive to a parking lot. Call it a day.
An awful bit of dialogue about politics that some Rockstar writer was sitting there and going, these normies will never be able to withstand my enlightened mind.
Have your cousin call you to go bowling.
Hey, did you know that sometimes politics kind of suck? Did you know that sometimes the United States isn't the best place to live?
Listen, if you're gonna be saying things that are gonna be fact checked to be inaccurate, we're gonna get even platformed, Brayden. So fact checking right now, the United States is, always has been, and always will be the greatest goddamn country in the world, and the only one you should ever wish to live in, because the worst day in the United States is better than the best day anywhere else.
America.
Margaret. Just to be clear, for anybody that doesn't know us, which is statistically unlikely based on our view count, but I'm still going to preface it. We all live in Canada, so fuck that.
And also, most of us think America. I can guarantee you, 2 out of the 3 of us think America is bordering a fascist terror state. Hey, look, it's my cat.
Yeah, I noticed that before you did.
Watch, he's a CIA agent. Get down, Bruce.
If you see me like start to turn and like look up to the corner, it's because your cat's there.
What are you doing?
Yeah, man, I don't know. I think your tastes are very specific. I don't know if we can get a linear game that's going to hold your attention for very long. Because I remember you playing around with God of War, and it wasn't taken. You were just...
It wasn't the game, it was the combat.
Yeah?
I thought the game was dope. I've watched a playthrough. I think the story is great. I couldn't mesh with the combat, which is, like, episode 1. I was like, yo, the sound design of God of War, fucking amazing. Makes the combat feel so good. I just didn't enjoy the physical, like, mechanical aspects of the combat.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fine.
But there's like other, I don't know, man. There's so many games that I watched you like get thrown at you and just bounced right back off again. And like either it was because it was too restrictive or it wasn't like Souls, or usually both.
Listen, I have a type.
I know you do. It's good. That's, we know what.
Why isn't Pokemon Sun and Moon like Souls? What the fuck? I don't want this game.
Hey, now we have Legends Arceus, so we have Breath of the Wild Pokemon, so Bruce should like it.
I don't like Pokemon that much.
That's fair.
Give it a shot. The first Souls game I ever played was with Brayden, and that was Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been playing Souls as long as I've known Brayden, and it has easily become like one of my favorite series.
Yeah, now you hate everything else.
I think Bloodborne is my individual favorite game. But like, yeah, I can't play anything that's not Souls-like. And one of my friends was like, yeah, I really like in Horizon Zero Dawn. It's like, it's very Souls-like, and it's cool. And in my head, I was like, it's nothing like Dark Souls.
The hell are you talking about?
You fucking idiot!
Oh, the game is hard, so it's like
nothing like Dark Souls whatsoever. Oh, you can roll.
You can roll. There's equipment. There's bonfires.
Your character can run.
Speaking of Souls-like, and as an open pitch to our audience, and as a closed pitch to you guys, my friends, you should definitely play Remnant from Ashes, because as far as Souls-like go,
idea.
I know, and I'm playing it, but I'm the one playing it, and I'm loving it.
I haven't downloaded it.
It's good.
It is pretty damn good. It is. I've been loving jumping into it, and like the levels are procedurally generated, so like there's a very like post-apocalyptic feeling of like entering into a small box and like slowly, rigorously checking your corners, like keeping an eye out because enemies will spawn in front of you, they'll spawn behind you. It's random every time, so you don't know when the special is going to pop out. It's been great. So as far as Souls-like that are different genres that I want to try out, Remnant's very good.
Now, what if there was an actual Hidetaka Miyazaki produced From Software Dark Souls shooter?
Does it have Team Deathmatch?
No, it's only free for all. But like, there's 60 other players.
Okay, but like,
You want a battle royale?
See, the thing is that I can only sign on with this project if I know that it's going to be as toxic, if not more so, than actual Dark Souls PvP.
Okay, I'm not gonna give you Team Deathmatch, but I will give you Capture the Flag.
Nice.
Oh god.
Can I get called the scrub while I run then, and somebody's gonna point down and slow walk over my body as they gun me down?
Best I can do is someone lore walking, pointing down at a orange soapstone that says try butt your mom.
Okay, real idea though. A team deathmatch shooter, but the guns are emotes.
What?
You run around collecting the weapons, but you run over and you get an emote, and then like a rocket launcher emote is like a, and you just see someone running down the corner doing this at you.
Do you know the effect of Wii Fit Trainer's moves in Ultimate, where like the silhouette come out? That's what I'm picturing.
Totally. Like I want like Fortnite, but the guns are cosmetic.
Oh my god, everybody's orange justicing for the win, and it actually applies toxic damage.
Hell yeah, are you kidding me? Like at fighting game, all about taunting. Like that's the main move is taunt.
I think that's called Milkman mode.
Yes, this is true. Let's get Milkman mode into an official Smash subcategory.
Like I said, if Rishi's Jungle Jam can become a tournament viable mode, Milkman mode can also become a tournament viable mode.
All right, look here, Mr. Nintendo. You're not gonna give us Melee. That's fine.
Reggie, here are please.
Can we please have Milkman mode? Melee or Milkman mode? It's one or the other. You gotta pick Nintendo.
The next Smash Bros. Game, there's no way you can up 100 characters. So just strip it back to Milkman mode.
Milkman mode. Okay, you can keep Pyra and Mithra. That's fine. We'll give that to you. I don't like it, but we'll give it to you. All right.
So there was a part I just cut out, and you're never gonna know what it is. So, bye.